Hey there, I'm Charlotte with Colorful Teaching for You. Let's get creative. So today we're actually talking about how to engage our children in creative learning. So what we're talking about is how to engage our kids in creative learning. What do I mean by that? I'm looking at how can we help our children just learn to love learning. Because right now with COVID, there's so many kids that are feeling like they just don't have the emotion or the energy to work through anything. And as teachers, we don't have a lot of time and energy to give as well. I know the first week back, well, because the week before was more of a babysitting week, this week was our first full week back, and it has felt like a drain. So I get you if you don't have a lot of time. So I'm going to give you one simple thing that you can try right away. And if you like it, and after you've tried it, I would love for you to go on to www.colorfulteachingforyou.com/blog, and I will link to the direct article, because I've written a full blog post about 3 other strategies you can use along with a video, and you don't need to sign up for anything, so it's free. So today we're going to talk about one thing that you can do right now. And for me, that tip is called play with projects. I love projects. I don't care what age your children are at. They could be grade 1, they could be grade 10, they could be grade 12, they could be in university. But projects are awesome. The reason for it is it allows them to go in depth into their learning. And when I talk about going in depth, I'm not just saying let's do it for a few weeks. I'm saying do it almost for an entire term, because you're not just, especially with project-based learning or inquiry form of learning, what you're doing is you're taking a broad idea and you're helping them delve deep into that across the curriculum. So here's an example. For my class, and I did a video and a blog post about this a few weeks ago, where I felt like it was very important to talk about cultural diversity. In general, with COVID starting, there's been a lot of racism. There's always been racism around, but it's really permeated its way through, and it shows up a lot. And so I thought it would be really great for us, for my kids to start, because that's where it starts. We teach them how to learn to not just tolerate. That's what I'm hearing a lot of, tolerate, but to accept each other. And so I did a full project-based learning about that, where they really delve deep in learning about themselves, because learning to accept other people first starts with learning to accept yourself and who you are, and being proud to say, this is where I come from. And so they got to learn about themselves in so many different ways. Then they got to present it to the class, and we got to learn about each other. So I created 2 different resources, one for the primary kids and one for intermediate children, and I'll link to that as well. It allows you to go from the very beginning fact gathering stage to the presenting stage, the reflection stage. It's got a bunch of different stages, lots of different sheets. You probably wouldn't use all of them. I didn't use all of them for my young ones, but you can pick and choose just to make it exciting. It allows you to cater to different forms of learning. So for this one, it was social studies, art, writing, language arts, presentation skills. It was just a whole whack of things that we worked on. And I can guarantee you, my kids, I don't know about yours, I'm sure about yours actually, are going to be so incredibly involved. And they're learning different skills that you don't have to hone, like just focus on. You can teach it to them, step back, and have them go with the flow, because they get to create, they get to connect, and they get to just be and enjoy the process. So today, my tip for you is to try and implement project-based learning or inquiry form of learning into your classroom, and do it. Don't do too many of it. In fact, just start with one for the entire year. So you could do one for one term and leave it. Just see how you liked it. Then you could improve on it. The next year, you could do 2. The year after, 3. I don't like to do more than 1 or 2 per term, because I think it's too much. It just takes it is too much sometimes. Depending on your students, you might want to do more. And it really does cater to different learning styles. And when I talk about that, I mean you may have children who have ADHD. You may have children who have autism or who are on the spectrum. You may have children who are struggling to read and write. This is going to help propel them forward and speak to different learning interests. So that is my little tip for today, and I'm going to do a really quick recap where we talked about the importance of integrating creativity in your learning, more specifically in the form of project-based learning and or inquiry learning. So I so hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again, same place, same time next week. Take care, my friends. Bye.